I was a fellow doing bone marrow transplants at WashU in St. Louis. A young woman literally grabbed me by the tie and pulled me in and said, "You have to promise me that you're going to solve this disease. You have to do it. You have to work on this disease for the rest of your life." I couldn't say no.
Serious challenges remain for many blood cancer patients. There are still 50,000 individuals who die of blood cancer every year in the U.S. alone.
In 2017, my wife passed away from acute myelogenous leukemia. Changed our lives, turned it upside down.
My dad and I were diagnosed with leukemia within 6 months of each other.
I was diagnosed. 2 weeks later, somebody told me about LLS. And I realized that about 20 years ago, they gave a $516,000 grant that basically took my type of leukemia from terminal to treatable. And when I learned that, I said, I got to get involved. I got to give back.
This morning, we have an opportunity to discuss both the successes and challenges with some of the leaders of blood cancer research.
Our panel was meant to explore the remarkably exciting breakthroughs in science.
The panel of scientists is incredibly impressive, and it really gives you a behind-the-scenes look at what the money that Leukemia Lymphoma Society raises goes towards.
In the last 10 years, diseases that were once considered unconquerable have now yielded to the kinds of applications that had been supported by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
LLS has been instrumental in our understanding of the diseases that we study, in developing new drugs.
New types of cell therapies directed against lymphoma are putting patients into complete remission.
I think that one of the things that I would like people to understand is that research it is becoming more and more expensive.
These funds are allowing the researchers to take incredible risks in their fight against cancer.
LLS is showing the world that there's not a price put on a life.
People being able to access care because of LLS's dollars. I'm able to see the research at work, but more importantly, I'm a product of the research at work.
When something like cancer comes into your home and threatens your life and threatens the life of your child, it gets very personal.
Every dollar that's raised and every bit that can be contributed allows me to amplify the impact of my work.
I know it's hard, I know it's time-consuming, but it's nothing compared to what the families and the patients go through. My advice when you're at the end of the fundraising and things are getting tough is to just open yourself and be vulnerable. I was 5 days out from ending my campaign, and I reached out to my network, and we raised over $65,000 in the last 4 days.
You own this. The long-term sustained research funding that LLS has been able to put into the system has resulted in these kinds of new therapies and this kind of outcome for patients.
This is your landmark opportunity to fight back against cancer.
We feel compelled to give our time and our effort because we feel like we're on the winning team.
My wife and I had an extra 3 years together because of past research. Hopefully it'll get somebody to 4 years and 5 years and into a cure someday.
Whether it's a very, very long night or a very early morning, I know that the work that we're doing is going to change people's lives.